Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Good evening. Good evening. We on?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 20 of the Midnight Oil. I'm your host, Mighty Jai, back in here with my sister, Donnie Love, the Don, all the time with all the shine. What's going on?
Not much, bro. How you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, bro.
That's what's up. Well, listen. Let's get right into it. We got a lot of announcements because we're coming up on a festive holiday.
Yeah, Pride
Father's
Weekend.
Day.
Yeah.
Damn, I said Pride Weekend. You say Father's Day and
Father's
it's Juneteenth.
Damn, we got a short end of the stick. We got to share with the.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot going
We got to
on.
share with the alphabet gang, and we got to share with the black folks.
You know what I mean? Can't never have nothing.
Damn,
Can't even
man.
get the big piece of chicken.
Damn.
But nah, it's Juneteenth coming up. You know what I mean? It's a reason to celebrate. We
Get
got a
you.
lot of festivities going on right up the street on the Deuces.
Yes.
So it's a lot of them. So let's run them down. If you see me looking at my phone, that's why I'm trying to pull up these flyers. So let's run down the first one. All right. So Shades of Pride. All right. June 19th, Sunday at the Factory in St. Pete. 2622 Fairfield Avenue, right on the south side of St. Pete. I don't know what that look like. It's gonna be about. It's gonna be about like music.
Yeah. Hey, so let me hold on, y'all. So the station manager actually sent us over a good amount of flyers
It's a
not
lot
too
of them,
long
too.
ago. We want to get these announcements off first.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that event is actually being put together by St. Pete Pride. Big shouts out to them. T.S. Madison is a really, really, really big deal in the LGBT community.
Okay.
A well-known interviewer and influencer. And then they got my dog DJ Supernova out there. So I believe they're gonna be partying it up. I think they also got a drag show planned out. And then I know they're gonna let Supernova take the night in. So that's what's going down on June 19th at the Factory.
All right. So hey, that's what's going down at the Factory. Shades of Pride, Juneteenth. Going down there, they supporting the what come before the B or the G?
My dog, hey,
LGBT.
Shout out
Okay.
to my dog for putting in the work right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Like,
LGBT.
LGBT. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to y'all.
Hey,
The alphabet
that's
gang
what, hey,
is y'all.
hey,
No disrespect.
You know,
Yeah.
respect. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right.
All right. So listen. Next up. So the 8 Queens Collective presents Dads and Jazz. Honor Thy Father. This is gonna be June 18th, from 4 to 8 p.m. That's going down here.
Yeah, where that's at?
That's here. Right here at
it's
Urban
not.
Drink. Yeah.
2184 9th Avenue South. That's where we at.
That's here. All right. So Dads and Jazz. It's going down right here at Urban Drinkery. All right. Says it's gonna be live music, gonna be giveaways, and they're gonna be feeding up to 150 men from 4 to 6. Listen, they got enough food for the first 150.
Man, it's a just man.
Yes, man.
Feeding up to 150 men.
That's what
Hey.
I'm talking about.
We can eat. So you better
Yeah.
get, because there's only enough food for 150.
I hope
y'all.
it's a lot of big pieces of chicken.
For real.
Yes.
A lot of big pieces of chicken, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want is big pieces of chicken, but it's going from 4 to 6. You know what I mean? Once
Okay.
again, live music and giveaways. Dads and Jazz, Honor Thy Father from 4 to 8. That's going to be that Saturday, June 18th, right here at Urban Drinkery, 2184 9th Avenue South, all right? You want we're going to be making drinks? Everybody going to be fucked up.
Get full
Shout
and
out to
drunk.
Chandra, man. Make sure y'all get
Best
something to
drinks in
drink.
the
Oh,
city.
I swear to God, boy. All right, so Juneteenth jump off mixer. This is going to be Friday, the 17th, right here at Urban Drinkery. All right, so it looked like this is going to be the kickoff to the Juneteenth weekend. It's going to be music, going to be networking, refreshments, and more. Drinks. Strong beverages.
Yes.
Courtesy of Urban Drinkery. All right. So it's gonna be Juneteenth organizers and event planners. So it's just like it's gonna be just like a kickoff, a gathering, just to get the weekend kicked off. Cause they know it's gonna be going down. It's gonna be a lot of people. On Sunday. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a lot of people. Make sure you come on the Deuces on Sunday, but it's gonna be some events leading up into that. So once again, right here at Urban Drinkery, that Friday, June 17th. That's gonna be the Juneteenth jump off mixer. So come for some fellowship, come for some drinks. Chandra might make a charcuterie board too, cause she nice on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you'll be in for a treat. Be some cool people over here. So make sure you stop by Urban Drinkery, June 17th. Another Pride event.
Oh no, we already went over
That's
that one.
that
This
one?
is some further detail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm finna say. So this
Hey,
another.
we got a lot of flyers, boy. Y'all was not playing. Big shout out.
It's a panel of politics.
Yeah, Pride panel. This is another event brought to us by St. Pete Pride.
Okay.
Yeah, so this looks like a Pride panel.
Hey, listen, man. We ain't gonna
local politicians.
we ain't gonna dance around it. I mean, hey,
Sometimes it ain't no more words to add.
So this what it is. It's called Pride Politics Panel.
Yes.
So the featured panelists, it's gonna be. I see two familiar faces.
Hey, we got our girl Marielle Summers.
Eunice Ortiz, yeah, Marielle Summers. Marielle, cool.
Yes.
Jaleesa Blackshear. Jaleesa, she's something else. Johanny Boykins and State Representative Michelle Rayner Goolsby. All right. So Pride Politics should be interesting. All right, it's gonna be going down at the factory once again, 2622 Fairfield Avenue South. You know what I mean? That's going down. Pride Politics. All right. What else we got? A lot of pride. So what's this? Pride Live Stage?
Yeah, so
that's
this
the same.
This is the same one from June
Okay.
19th. June 19th is going to be packed
Oh, they got
at the factory.
a variation of flyers.
Yes, they do.
All right.
It's different segments within the show.
So it's all going down on the set. So hold up. So this look like that's all right. So this gonna start at 4:30. Then from 2 to 7, it's gonna be all day at the factory.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a Pride extravaganza.
Why the hell was I about to say extravaganza? Well, you know that the factory is so huge and they got like a lot of warehouse spaces within that space. So it might be like you said, extravaganza.
Yeah.
All type of stuff going on in different rooms.
I can see that. I can see that. All right. The Banyan Tree Project, Juneteenth Free-ish Festival. Okay. So this gonna be going down at Tangerine Plaza, 1794 22nd Street. 17.
Hey.
I be trying to
right. Where that's at? Nah,
okay, right up the street. Okay, bam. Okay, Tangerine Plaza, 22nd. All right, 1794 22nd Street. So it's gonna be vendors, free food. All right, live performances, community resources, free health screenings. All right, so that's Saturday.
It's so many.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be lit.
Yes.
So just know Friday through Sunday, it's gonna
going
be
down.
It's going down.
It's going
Leave me
down.
on the Deuces.
Just be here. All right, so that's gonna be from 1 to 5. That's cool. They're gonna be doing free health. So that's gonna be right up here by the clinic. No, that's 5th. That's 15th, 17th. So that's right before you get to 18th over there by the school. All right, bet. All right, that's cool. All right, so that's going on. What's this? The 5th annual Juneteenth community. All right, so that's gonna be the main thing, right here.
Oh,
Sunday.
this one gonna be at Gibbs High School.
Oh, that's at Gibbs.
Yeah, this one put together by the homie. What's my dog name?
Okay, I see my man, Alex August. He gonna be hosting it. I forget what he go by. It just slipped my mind just that quick. But he do a lot of work in Tampa.
This is being brought to us by
Dashiki in the City.
Yes, which is ran by Coffee Con. I believe that's her name on Facebook. So big shouts out to her.
That's right.
Very, very much for the
All right,
community.
so she go hard on this one. So I know that's gonna be a good turnout.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that she having it at Gibbs, that's she do well with that event.
Yeah.
You know, she really been nurturing that for 5th annual, 5 years. All right. So Juneteenth Community Festival, that's gonna be on the 19th from 1 to 7 at Gibbs. You know,
Yes.
not familiar with Gibbs High School, 850 34th Street South. Freedom Day celebration by the people for the people. You know what I mean? So I see performances by Miss Wright, who is a awesome poet, very straightforward. I had her at Art and Soul a couple of times.
Ooh,
I
dope.
see my girl Tonai
Yes.
gonna be performing. And cultural expressions. It look like a dance team.
Yeah. I
All
really
right.
like it.
All right, so black businesses, food.
Hey, we gonna eat this weekend.
Yeah, live art. So people
Yes.
gonna be doing art on location and community resources and more. All right, so that's what's up. Dashiki in the City. African, a stylish and contemporary celebration of black excellence and culture. African.
I feel like African. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I like African.
African. I like African.
I like African.
We gonna say African. 'Cause
Yeah.
African.
African.
All right. So Juneteenth from 5 to 9. It's a lot going on,
It's a
man.
lot. We might have to upload this on the
Listen.
website. Power Plug,
Check
please
us out
help
on,
us
on
out.
Instagram, man.
I swear
Yes.
to God.
God,
Check us out
no.
on the Instagram. Go to the website. Check out the
This about to
Facebook.
be half the show.
For real.
We got 2 more.
It's a lot. All right, so this look like it's gonna be this look like it's gonna be some music and a comedy show. I see some familiar faces.
Okay.
Jokes and notes. Juneteenth jokes and notes. Father's Day celebration. All right. What's the location? I'm trying to see the
It's
location.
at the More Eventful Hall.
More Eventful Hall.
Yes.
11141 US Highway 19, Suite 204, Pinellas Park, city limits. That's what it say. Not Pinellas Park, not Clearwater, it's Pinellas Park, city limits. I like that.
All right.
So it's gonna be hosted by your girl NY. Why the name sound? Why the name sound?
She used to be on here back in the day.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Your girl NY. My man Marlon play the sax.
Okay.
He nice. Sienna, Gina G, Spunky Robinson, Goop Man, Chica Rose. She's a poet. All right. So More Eventful Hall, 11141 US 19 North, Suite 204. Yeah. And food is included with the ticket purchase.
And guess
All
how much
right?
the tickets is?
$18.65. All right. 18. All you can eat? Is it all you can eat?
I don't know about that, but food come with it.
Food come with it though.
Get you a plate.
You know, I eat to get full. So you can't just breadcrumb me. Like you gonna give me a little serving. Like you gotta put you gotta put a bed of rice on my plate, and I want my beans on top of my rice. Fix my plate in front of me. All right. So the 3rd annual B Blaze Hair Boutique in 3 generations. 3rd annual Juneteenth Business Expo. A Juneteenth event celebrating and supporting black businesses from all areas. Sponsorship packages welcome 150 vendors, 150 of them. All right, 642 22nd Street South. All right, that's where it's gonna be going down. That's the dude. That's Manhattan.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
where it was
so-
last year.
all right.
Right on the strip.
Okay, bet. Listen, man.
Whew, we
Listen,
got through it.
Y'all
what you
done?
need to do.
Y'all done?
What you need to do is just wake up. When you get off from work Friday, come down here to Urban Drinkery. That's your best bet. Come down here to Urban Drinkery. It kicks off Friday.
And figure it out from there.
Yeah.
7 p.m. I do remember there's an event Friday, 7 p.m. The Juneteenth
Camp out on 22nd. Because Saturday is still gonna go down as early as possible. All right. It's gonna be all types of events up 22nd, and then on Sunday it's gonna be even more. All right. So all jokes aside, though, Juneteenth, something that we always like to celebrate Black culture on the Deuces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's something that St. Pete is known for. You know what I mean? So businesses, culture, music, comedy, food, and community resources going down right here for Juneteenth. And so I already know that was a lot, but this one right here gonna be in the mix, and she hot. So it wouldn't be right if we didn't have Dawn telling us where she gonna be.
Honestly,
at,
family.
Hey, don't try to act like.
We know it. Nah, I'm just joking with y'all. So this Friday is the only public event I got. Saturday I'm DJing a wedding, and Sunday I'm off. But this Friday I'm gonna be downtown with St. Pete Pride. Okay. Hey, St. Pete Pride, boy, we everywhere.
It's everywhere.
St. Pete Pride presents.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, we gonna be downtown.
They got the money. Hey, you getting money?
Get money.
Hey, this nigga here getting some money.
Yeah. Get money.
Why you bullshit? Getting some money.
Funny, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so I'm gonna be downtown with St. Pete Pride and the Tampa Bay Lesbians for the Drippin' and Melanin Lesbian Kickback right at the Red Mesa downtown from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then right afterwards, they booked me for another party in Tampa from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. at Cityside. So we'll be partying downtown St. Pete this Friday first, and then after that, we going straight to Tampa.
What y'all use these for? The who? I can get okay. Appreciate it. Brought to you by Goya. Hey, and I'm gonna mention this too. It was a Goya commercial during the. I never seen a Goya commercial before. It was a Goya commercial during the Heat Celtic series, and I'm like,
They out
Goya,
here.
Miami. I see what you did there with
they
the
out
product
here.
placement.
Right.
See what you did there. But yeah, other than that,
Facts.
then was the announcements,
Oh yeah, and I also got to talk about Berg Day. I've been telling myself I got to talk about that every week. So Berg Day is quickly approaching on us. We just locked in a few more visual artists, and we got some more music camps being locked in. Don't forget, it's gonna be this year, Wednesday, July 27th. We got a new location locked in. Some things ended up changing behind closed doors, but we were able to get back right, get another space locked in. So I'm gonna make sure I post more about that on my Instagram at DJ Donnie Love. And I'm gonna make sure I let you guys know next week where the location will be and start giving away some of the names that's gonna be on the lineup.
Yeah, Don been working on this feverishly. You know what I'm saying? For real. She been telling me about this for a while, and so being that it's about to be that time, and
Right.
that's definitely something that we should definitely check out. I feel like that has the potential to be, as the years go on,
Right.
it can definitely be something for the city. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So definitely excited about that.
Facts. Them was church announcements for real.
Yeah. yeah. Deacon Jatai. So we got a mix pulled up. All right. So listen, episode 20 of the Midnight Oil. We gonna get into a mix by Sister Donnie Love. Don all the time with all the shine. And I want y'all to keep it locked, man. We gonna I think this gonna be a interesting episode. So I think this gonna be interesting. So yeah, we always want to connect with y'all and meet y'all right where y'all at. So keep it right here, episode 20 of the Midnight Oil. We about to get into a mix. Don't go nowhere, y'all.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
DJ Donnie Love, baby.
It's gonna be a long, long night. All the right way. We gon' turn up all the way down in the light.
Yo, what's the word? It's your boy Scott A. And right now, y'all are rocking with the big homie, DJ Donnie Love. Drop that shit.
I wouldn't
time. I shouldn't have left you without a rhyme about a 9 or what the tech do. The 4-pound lime, a 38 special with 8K shell through the Kevlar vest too. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a rhyme about a 9 or what the tech do. The 4-pound lime, a 38 special with 8K shell through the Kevlar vest too. Yeah, scrap when the bastard is back out, the pastor's back out, the casket's passed out, the shit bags and the catheters passed out. Shoot up your crack house, smack workers fall, they cracks out. Go to war, Mac never back out, the Macs get backed out, the errands get dust off, the K's get bust off, the shaft and the stock get cut off, your cash and your block get cut off. Man, the SWAT and the ambulance rush off. My hand on my nuts like fuck y'all. My SPT and strip, land on them S-stock green shit. Count the bucket like N1, just run when the van come. When you hear that?
Come on.
Yo, what's the word? It's your boy Scott A. And right now, y'all are rocking with the big homie, DJ Donnie Love. Drop that shit.
Girl, don't mean no disrespect, but off of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear. Visions of you and I see you all around my way. Say hi, but I'm just way too shy. I gotta make you see this.
stressing, baby. They say you got me stressing crazy. Eating veggies, wearing shirts, extra medium. And if we break up, I'ma eat meat again. I feel complete with you. Said I held up signs in the street for you. In the street, people ask about me and you. I tell them we go through what most people do. Let's let go of fear, love. We can grow as long as my beard does. You push me in the way you supposed to. Queen, you're the one I come close to. Come close to me. Come close, baby. Come close, my baby. Let me hold you, love. Come closer, love. It gets crazy, baby. It gets crazy, girl. Watch it without you.
I know you used to watch me rock Gucci and Versace, but now I'm back to my skater roots. But still got friends in the gator boots.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.
Slow ass nigga still posting his status. I just like fucking with this nigga.
You over there?
Oh, and I just want to say, I bought me 2 New York strip steaks last night. I cooked them well done.
You could have kept
my knife just slid through the steak. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah,
it really slid.
Yeah, I'm about to say. You bought a sheet of steak.
But hey, like I said last time, I love New York strip. So I just wanted to come back and say, New York strip, well done. You might want to try it.
No.
All right.
And this has been brought to you by Nah.
Nah, bro.
That's funny.
We back, man. Episode 20.
Glad it was appetizing.
Episode 20 of the Midnight Oil, man. That was a mix by our sister Donnie Love, the Don.
A well done mix, my dad. You see what I did there?
I do. Yeah, niggas.
Give me 5 minutes.
Bring y'all a plate.
Give me 5 minutes.
And for some reason, we be on this thing about well done. This thing about how we like our steaks, man.
Cut that damn steak, dog.
That is.
I feel like you gotta have that slither. You gotta have it.
Don cooked all the flavor.
Yeah,
all of it,
bro. I couldn't tell, but hey. I just want.
Don, you gotta take it off. You gotta take it off the stove and then like you sit it on a plate.
Yeah, and then let it cook itself. Yeah. Well, New York strip, that's the thing. That's thin. So
it's
like,
thin, yo.
Listen. All right, ain't no Ricky around the kitchen. Nigga know what's going on. I just wanted to give y'all the report. All right.
Hey, wait.
Well done.
Hey, man. Our ears broke. We gotta see that shit for ourselves. Bring that bitch in and let us try.
Easy work. Easy work. All right.
What you cooked it in?
What I cooked it in? A cast iron skillet on top of the stove.
Yeah, but you know, you left it on a little too long.
I know y'all gonna make y'all assumptions. I just wanted to update y'all on my experience.
Next
you
time
feel
you
me?
do it,
but I'm gonna bring that.
We'll be the judge of that.
I'm gonna bring that.
For real.
I don't know. I can't trust a nigga that eat gizzards, but
Wait, what's wrong with gizzards?
We get back to the show.
Hey.
I don't fuck with gizzards.
What you say about my mama?
Nothing.
What you say about my
mama? You don't fuck with gizzards?
Nah, I don't. Damn. And I'm not the only one. We already had this conversation. There was others. No.
You
what? Hey, keep that Gainesville shit in Gainesville, man.
He eat gizzards?
Fried gizzards, boy. Bro, he a country boy.
Fried gizzards.
Jam is
on
eating
a
crickets.
bed of white bread.
You don't eat gizzards, but you eat crickets.
Drenched in ketchup and hot sauce. Are you?
You eat bacon though.
You eat bacon. That nigga's going below the belt.
I ain't trying to sell.
Y'all something else, man.
You eat gizzards? I ain't finna sell you. I ain't finna sell you.
Yeah.
Don't want no
y'all
meat
sit up here and eat all that bacon, all that swine.
Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Ain't nothing wrong with that
But
either.
won't eat gizzards.
I like my gizzards fried hard.
I thought gizzard. But what I'm saying is like I thought gizzards was like I thought it was like the joint of the chicken. Like the kneecap or some shit.
Nah.
Whatever
it's
it
the
is.
intestine.
It's a waste.
Well, y'all eat chitlins?
Watch yourself.
Chitlins is gross.
It's a waste of time,
Hey,
man.
my jit love gizzards.
Shit, look it.
That used to be a Friday ritual.
Yeah, I don't eat bacon.
Probably
I only
still
pork.
is over there, and they create it's a Friday ritual.
I got some family members that eat gizzards. I just can't get down.
I like gizzards.
Listen,
I can't get down.
It's like chicken chewing gum.
That's what I said, man. Don't want.
Red snacks.
You know what else
man,
like chewing gum? Well done steak.
Not mine. I can't relate.
Hey, I'm gonna have to see about that.
Yeah, Donald, the jaws of life,
I
boy.
can't relate. Hey.
We gonna bring in well done steak and fried gizzards.
Shit.
Let the people decide, man. So,
Jam face.
all right, man. So check it. So this tonight's topic has been brought to you by Life.
Life.
You know what I'm saying? Life. I came up with it, and a couple of things inspired it. I think what actually brought it home for me was two things. Yesterday I watched the Genius documentary about Kanye West. All right, I ain't finished watching it. I know a lot of people. I'm late, but from what I saw I think I understood even more why Kanye is the way he is, and it always made sense to me because I feel like he's one of them people that's been telling us who he was through music the whole time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But because we look at the entertainment of things, like this dude really put a lot of himself in his music. And it was a scene that I felt, and it was like this was I would say pink polo Kanye, but he wasn't even pink polo Kanye. This was before he was just trying to get a deal, you know what I mean? And they sleeping on him. And it was a scene where I think, I could be wrong, I want to say he had just signed, and he was coming back from New York or New Jersey, coming back home, and he came home excited, and he was listening to the radio, and he heard a diss record about him. And the diss record came from, I want to say it was a fellow producer, beat maker, whoever, and he felt slighted. He felt slighted because he, as he would put it, thought he was etched out of history. So it was an interview that Kanye gave, and he gave him his props as far as people who, you know, who he learned from or came up with this, that, and the third, and gave the guy a shout out. And dude said something to the extent of people was only liking his beats because Jay-Z rapped on it. But in the movie, it clearly shows like niggas was on Kanye.
I was about to say all of Chicago was,
you know what I'm saying,
beats.
before that time. And
Right.
he was moving and shaking at industry events around industry people. You know, I had no idea he was giving beats to Harlem World, and Harlem World wasn't even Harlem World. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking with Mason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People like that. And the thing I did like about that scene was Kanye seen him. He was like, that nigga go right there. You know what I'm saying? Let's confront him about it.
Yeah, ain't never been afraid to do that.
That's you can't. You can't. You
Right.
Right at the elephant. Right at the elephant. And so, you know, it was the hurt in his face. You know what I'm saying? That it was the hurt in his face. And whatever was talked about, and he was like, dog, I just, you know, like, I said this about you, and that's you know. And
so Ye actually did shout this man out, but
Yeah.
he felt like he didn't, or did he not see the interview?
I can't remember.
It's clear as day.
It's clear as
Yeah.
day. So
I think it was.
He
I
was
can't
in the
remember
video with him as he like shouted these people out.
got you.
And it was, and it's people around him, because this is years of documentation.
Right.
Years. This go back to, before Kanye broke his jaw, like years of documentation, and cats around him while they was off to the side having this private conversation. Cats was telling them, it ain't even started yet. He ain't even got popping yet. And already it begins. Fast forward to maybe a few hours later, I go online and I seen the double XL, the freshman list.
Yeah.
I seen the freshman list. And before I noticed Doechii, I seen Nardo Wick. I've been preaching the gospel every once in a while. I've been preaching the gospel of Nardo Wick. I've been preaching the gospel of Nardo Wick. But then I looked at it some more, and it was like Doechii was on there. I was like, that's what's up. I remember a conversation. with a young lady, and I guess Doechii had came in town. This was last year. And she was like, yeah, Doechii was in town and this, that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. I don't know what she was in town for. She was like, yeah, this, that, and the third. She was acting brand new, acting Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third, acting whatever. I'm kind of like, I mean, yeah, she's different.
I'm gonna let you finish.
And like rightfully so. Like, I don't know. It's this thing for some reason. Like, for some reason we act like we've had money and opportunities forever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like motherfuckers, come up on something, whether it's, because that girl worked hard for that. And I'm not saying she was hating. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, well, you gotta understand, like, how would you act if you just got signed? You know what I'm saying? And you can't, like, this is something like this is not a promotion at a job.
Jhené Aiko said it best for me. She said, I can't think of the song right now, but she was like, shame on me for changing. Nah, shame on you for staying the same.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we should constantly be evolving in life anyway. And for one, let's just talk about Doechii. Like, this girl, I'm a firm believer in her art, talent, everything about.
It's undeniable. Even if that's not undeniable your thing, it's like
she will be the industry's next superstar, bro. I have no doubt in my mind. On top of that, girl gets signed by TDE. You know what I mean? This label, that's one of the biggest labels in the game. This label mean a lot to the game, to the culture. Yeah. How the fuck do you, like, how do I come back and act the same? Like, we can't even go back. And when you really think about it, if me and you used to really hang out, we used to cut corners together, blase squaze, I can't necessarily go back to the same places I used to. I can't hang out at the same clubs we used to go to. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be out. Like, it's no secret, even though some people may feel like this is extreme, it's no secret rappers get killed all the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when people be like, oh, this is who you are. This is what you got. Let me try to rob you. Let me do this, that, and the third. So I can't necessarily, for one, even go to the same places I hang out like I used to. You know what I mean? And then two, what was our level of friendship? Were we like very, very close? And then I just up and left and forgot all about you and started acting brand new? Or, you know what I mean? Like, when you talk about the whole like switch up term, like it's always some context behind that. You know what I mean? To really get to the root down, like, yo, did this person truly switch up, or like, what really was it? You know? But I do just feel like once you reach that level of success and she's still climbing, you can't go back and act the same.
I think it's people that beat you to the change.
Hey, Jay-Z talked about that.
You know, they beat you to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Jay-Z had a bar.
He did.
About that, you think I
ain't worked this? Yeah, you think I worked this? Something about I worked this hard to stay the same.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, even, even on the flip side of that, when he say you can try to change, but that's just the outer layer. Shit, you was who you was before you got here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and then even going back to a scene in Genius. Genius is good. And the thing I like about Genius, I like about Genius,
it's a good doc.
Very good. The thing I like about Genius is the confidence that his mama put
I was just
in
about
him.
to say.
And it wasn't like he was rapping about this shit or rapping about that, and his mama was like, "You better get out of here with all that rapping and this and that and the third and da da da." And then you get on and oh yeah, my baby, no, it wasn't like that.
Yeah,
from the jump. You know what I'm saying? She was supportive. She knew. She rapped one of his songs like.
I think it was Hey Mama. I think it was Hey Mama,
right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And she rapped that bitch word for word. And it was a right after or before that scene where he confronted the dude at the radio station. They at her apartment. She say they was talking about, his confidence and how it come off as arrogance. She said something. She said a couple of things. The one that stood out the most was she said, Kanye, you can be in the air and on the ground at the same time. She said the giant look in the mirror and don't see nothing.
Damn.
But everybody knows that the giant is the giant, so don't nobody want you a star. Don't nobody want they star. Oh well, this and that. No, you gotta own it.
Yeah.
She said you gotta own it.
She poured into him.
People don't like they superstars to be humble.
I don't think you can be great without some level of high arrogance.
Listen, man, the man who influenced me the most, who I look up to as far as a figure, said, "I am the greatest." You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anything you say after I am, that's up to you. I am, whatever it is that you say after that, you gotta own that. You see what I'm saying? You can say it's like, I understand the whole humble thing, but then it's like, once again, who gonna believe it if you don't believe it? You see what I'm saying? Who's gonna believe it if you don't believe it?
Yeah.
And then when somebody try to knock you down, it's like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, like hell no. So when you got a cat like, I don't know. I think before I get off into this tangent, I ain't gonna get off to the tangent, but I think I wanted to kind of speak on, and then just in life, I hear these terms. I hear these sayings, I think the main three is like solid, sucker, and switch up. Solid, sucker free, whatever you want to call it, and switching up. Like, what does it mean to be solid? That's my question. Because I think everybody got their own definition, you know what I'm saying, of being solid. For me, where I come from with it, because I try not to subscribe to a bunch of course, we come up in hip hop, rap culture, you know what I'm saying, neighborhood shit. So it's like, yeah, you even not even to get on no biblical shit. Like, it was a conversation. I don't know if anybody know the Bible a little bit about it. It was a conversation between Jesus and his homie Peter, right? Jesus had a homie named Peter. So Jesus pretty much had this conversation with Peter. He's like, man, this how it go. Layman's terms, break it down. It's like, man, these nuts, they saying this, that, and the third. They calling me phony and fake. What you say, Peter? You hear all the chatter, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of give off a thing of where, we like to think of Jesus as this all, but it kind of like how I kind of picture my Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, they talking bad about me, man. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Peter? Who you think I am? Peter basically told him, like, in so many words, like, bro, you the one. Like, you that guy. You are him. You are Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? You are the Son of God. And he said, you know what? He said, you know what? He said, you know what, Peter? And the Bible says, he says something about upon this rock upon this rock, meaning this rock of being solid, this faith, I'm going to build my church. You know what? If I had a bunch of people like you, if I had people like you that believed in me, that poured into me to wait, because you don't know what that just did for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, ha! You know what I'm saying? I can do it because I got somebody that, you know, that's for me. But then again, what if, you know, he didn't say that? So what is being solid? It's like, is it based on a yes?
I feel like there has to be factors. Like, I think you can show being solid in so many different ways that could lead to different definitions. Like, for example, some people could feel like, yo, being solid is being loyal. Some people might be like, yo, being solid is like, this person always honest with me. They always give me the blood raw truth. They solid. You know what I mean? Their word is solid to me. So I feel like there's different ways people can use solid and then build different definitions around that. So that's why I feel like it's factors that play into it.
What do it mean to you, Eddie?
Solid, I mean, I look at it for what it means, like whole, not easily broken. You know what I mean? Like if I'm being solid or if someone's solid to me, it's like, you know, like with Peter, no matter what nobody else saying about what I believe, unless I do my research or I have a firsthand experience, this is what I feel about this person, this thing, this whatever the case may be. And I'm just sticking to that until like I said, some experience or some revelation changes, like with me personally. There's nothing that like a person can like really influence, you know what I mean? That'll break my, you know, thought process or my feeling or my emotion toward such and such, you know what I mean? Like if you solid in a relationship, you know, everything, it's like a force field almost, like everything from the outside, if it ain't positive, it's just bouncing back off, you know what I mean? And you dictate what you allow to break you down. And when you get broken down, you ain't solid no more.
You ain't letting nobody touch your thermostat, the thermostat of your soul. Jan, what's solid to you? What does that mean to you, being solid? I like that. I think that's my definition of solid. I come from the Shakespeare, to thine own self be true. Yeah.
See, that's why I feel like there's factors that go into being solid, and it's gonna always be
a lot
subjective.
It's a lot of. That's why I just want to go dig. What's being solid, man? What's your definition of being solid or someone being solid? Gotta stand on what you said.
Word is bond.
You gotta stand on what you said.
Word to mother.
I said it. That go into it too. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's everybody got their own definition of a lot of things. I compare it to like how everything that's dope at one point in time, everything that was dope or good is gangster. Fatherhood is gangster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, black is gangster. This is gangster.
Or Ross say rich is gangster?
Rich is gangster. It's just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like we give it, it's once again, my word, nebulous is not the thing. It's the power we give it, how we use it.
Yeah. But also too, like, if we talking about gangsters, like gangsters make up a lot of the things that, you know, the code of like being a gang, something that is gangster that's made up by gangsters was initially like that. Like back in the day, like gangsters, like you took care of your family. You know what I mean? Like if you was in the street, you was doing whatever, but you never brought that shit home. Like,
yeah,
you know, even the mafia men, then, you know, if we go to even Bloods and Crips, you know what I mean? That started as trying to help the community. You know what I mean? That's gangster, taking care of your people. So I feel like we get a lot of our code from the people that are deemed as gangsters. And that's where the term comes from, To be honest, I mean,
yeah, I like my guy from Casino. What Pesci character name was? Nicky. Nigga say no matter what he was doing the night before, he always made it home to make his son pancakes. He could be hanging out till 5:59. He gonna be there at 6 o'clock making his son pancakes. He done probably killed about 4 or 5 bitches. He was gonna make it.
Wash your hands. Get these flapjacks.
He was gonna make it home to make them pancakes. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes though, if I say, or somebody says, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't really subscribe to certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes what I see and the situations I've been in, a person cannot be solid if said person doesn't do what it is that you want them to do. If I tell you no, am I still solid?
Yeah.
If I hurt you, no, it's a rhetorical question. But if you want to answer, it was like, if I tell you no, am I still solid? If I oppose you, I disagree with you, am I still solid? You know what I'm saying? If I don't do something that's favorable for you, if I'm in a situation where I choose me, because if you was to choose you, no matter what, I mean, I don't know. Given the situation, and like you said, it's a lot of variables that go into that shit. But like throwing that word around, I don't know. It made me feel like I just try not to subscribe to it because I see so many, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense.
I also feel like we gotta stop putting so much of like ourselves or our burdens on other people. We start talking about being solid, because sometimes you may be like with the Kanye situation, right? Maybe he thought, okay, boom, yay on, now you gonna come back and rescue me, now we gonna do this, that, and the third, when it's like, wait a minute, you in your mind may feel like Ye wasn't being solid, the least he could have did was shout you out, which he did, but in reality it's like, nah, you wanted way more than a shout out. Now you feel like he acting funny because he didn't do whatever you thought he was gonna do.
Giving fish,
you know what I mean?
Teaching the fish,
literally. And at the same time, without putting the mirror on yourself and being like, yo, like, okay, let's be real about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person is going on their own path. What can I do to further my path and what I got going on? How can I further that connection? Like, you immediately just go dark and negative and be like, man, you ain't solid, you fake, we was going to do da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it always comes back to being
also, I also think it's like, you got to realize certain things aren't in certain people. You know what I mean? Like, we got it saying, like, in the sports world, like, I mean, you just ain't got that dog in you.
Yeah, you ain't got it in you.
You know what I mean? So like,
you ain't got it in you.
You got to understand too. I had to learn this, and I'm still learning in some ways that, like, just because I learned how to fish and taught myself how to fish, doesn't mean like the next man, maybe he just want to eat fish.
Yeah.
So to him, maybe like me, maybe I'm disservicing him by trying to teach him how to fish, because he don't even have the capability to learn how to fish. Maybe he just
and then
need to fill his stomach.
For me, it falls back on him, because nigga, you ain't gonna tell me you much rather just eat the fish, but that depends on somebody else having to bring you the fish. You know what I mean? Like, hypothetically speaking. Now I know you're saying, like, what if they don't have all those tools and be that equipped?
No, not like the tools, just don't have that dog in them. Yeah,
no, big facts.
So it's on you. For me, right? It would be on me to just give him fish. Now, I'm not gonna just do it for no reason, but like, for instance, say if, let's put this in like an actual term, like you got a videographer, right? We know a bunch of videographers, right? I've talked to videographers about making their own content,
right?
You know what I mean? You can make your own shit instead of waiting for somebody to. You know what I mean? And even in the world of DJing, I tell DJs all the time, put your streams online. Work on your merch, work on, your online presence, or your, whatever the case may be. Don't just wait for people to hire you. Throw your own events. You know what I mean? Put your own playlist together. But some guys are just okay, and girls are just okay with being booked, like having someone book them. And what you do is, when you throw an event and you don't feel like DJing,
You book
No,
them.
big facts. But as long as said person isn't complaining about not getting enough fish. Like
True.
if they are okay with
That's
like,
different.
like
yeah.
I'm
Once you
getting
start
booked,
complaining about the amount of fish I can give you,
you know what I mean? Because that's when I always feel like I'm very much accountable of my life right now, and very much accountable of my actions. So sometimes and I also be getting in my feelings a lot about shit too. So sometimes I be feeling like, oh, this nigga ain't fuck with me. You got me fucked up. I done did this, that, and the third.
It's natural.
You know what I mean? And then I have to bring it back down and be like, okay, what work can I put in? Why am I so focused on getting attention from this space anyway?
It's
what
natural.
should I? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like at some point it has to fall back on that individual, which is why it's like, yo, we gotta be a little bit more accountable. Maybe we won't be so. Now, some people actually do be doing fake shit, so I don't want to make it seem like every time somebody doing something that's not quote unquote solid.
Yeah, people
you know what
real
I mean?
fake out here.
We know it's real,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time, it be situations where it's like, well, hold on, bro. Like I think you maybe depended on that person more than you want to acknowledge for whatever it may be, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever it is.
Just had a conversation today about codependency, and whenever I feel like I get into, and I'm gonna use myself, I'm gonna call myself out. Whenever I feel like I get into a certain space where I just might be, like you said, I might be putting too much on whoever for something I could do for myself. Gotta pull back, because I pride myself on being an independent person. It's like, well, how the fuck did I get in this space? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did I let this person, or allow this person, not even this person, but this situation to touch the thermostat on my soul?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How did that shit penetrate? Now I gotta, go within. I feel like a lot of people can stamp their passports and go a lot of places, but people be scared to go within. You know what I'm saying? And that's the place that you really gotta, I believe, just far as like self or just anything working or building, the shit is gonna either work one or two ways. It's either gonna start from the bottom and work its way up, or it's gonna start from within and work its way out. Outside of that, it's no other way. And just when it comes to that, because I be in a tough space with it. I be in a tough space with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, coming up on a kid.
Yeah.
It's like I pride myself on independence, but then I know at the same time too, like I be needing help.
Right.
But I never want that shit thrown in my face.
Yeah. Well, see, too, I think we get confused a lot because help and codependency is two different things.
I have a very hard time
Figuring
sometimes.
out
You know what I'm saying? I just know it just don't make me feel good.
Yeah, because think about it. Like if, for instance, we're looking to throw the New Year's Eve party together. Right. We're working together. Right. I'm an independent DJ. You do what you do independently. Jared do what he do independently. We're helping each other, but we're not dependent on each other. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like
independent entities that came together.
Yeah, just helping each other because like I'm not from
contractors.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then too, you got to realize a lot of times our paths change in life and we don't notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had an epiphany. Like I was telling my lady, what was that? Sunday, I want to say. I got back home Monday, and like last weekend, right? Like I don't know if you saw my recap on Instagram of my busy ass weekend, but for the longest since I moved down here, I've been like tapping in, trying to like get with people here, whether it be back home. Like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. But I was approaching it from when I used to throw events, right? You know what I mean? So I see like cousins of mine, like friends of mine, they bringing these artists in, like these, pretty prominent artists, and they like asking me to DJ or help out, and I'm just like, well, like let's go in on them together, like let me get in, whoop de whoop, and they like, I want to, but we already got this and that. So it like made some kind of frustration, right? So I had to realize like, oh shit, like I'm not in that space anymore. Like I am now, like, and you can attest to this, like I'm an entity as an artist, DJ type of thing. You know what I mean? So maybe like I should stop approaching this shit like, hey, let me help you do this event from the business standpoint, whereas it's like invest in you as an artist, and then whatever happens from that. Because that's what I've been getting approached as. And I had an epiphany. Okay, now we need to change the whole game plan, because now it's not an event space and it's not doing events. I mean, that will come later, but it's make more music with with your friends. Make your projects. You know what I'm saying? Put your merch out. That kind of shit. So then it was like, shit, I've been looking at this shit all wrong when my whole fucking path has changed because of my talent.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I feel like some people get into that as well, and they're like, damn, bro, like, why this man switched up on me, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, nah, he not switched up. You just on a whole nother trajectory and you just don't see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like my, streaming numbers went up, all kind of shit. And I was just like, oh shit, like I'm the one that's putting the mixes on SoundCloud and on YouTube and on my Twitter and getting all these impressions and engagement. These dudes is getting it from posting their flyers. Yeah. So let's just focus on this. You know what I mean? So I kind of had to, that was just 2 days ago. I had to, you know what I mean? So I be feeling like that'd be it too.
No, that's real.
I think, man, it's funny how growth and progression and evolution work, because it sounds like you was in a space that you was operating in, and until you had this aha moment, like, damn, you ain't even realize it. Like, certain shit don't even be intentional. Mm-hmm. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and I think that's probably the only thing we just want to do is just, all right, this is what I feel like, this is what drives me. Or it could be whatever. It could be, because everybody's, which I want to get into, everybody's next level is different. Your next level could be a career move or something that you feel, your trade, your profession, your next level could be something more spiritual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more so not about how you look on the outside, but really about how you feel on the inside and aligning yourself with things that make you feel like that. Somebody else next level could be monetary. You know what I'm saying? I want to make this amount of money so I could do this, that, and the third, because this is going to get me to the freedom that I want to achieve or I want to have. You know what I mean? And it could happen unintentionally, but it's like, you can move towards something, you know what I'm saying? And you can be with family, friends, you know what I'm saying? And like you get so far ahead, or you get so, like, oh, they turned their back on this person, probably just got so far ahead. That's all you seen was their back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you fuck around and they become a friendly fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can't get, just like certain people, you just can't get too far.
Yeah,
you can't get too far ahead of them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we done seen this shit. I think we done seen it play out in a lot of ways publicly.
Yeah.
Jay and Dame. Not to say that Jay got so far ahead of Dame, but I think they just got to where I've outgrown this thing. I want to do this way. Right. Because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, this, and this person like, I'ma stick with
I'm here.
That, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm, Martin. Mm-hmm. 2 different routes, same fucking destination.
Yeah.
We want the same shit. We trying to help our people 2 totally different ways. I just think your way is flawed. This person thinks that's flawed, and this person thinks, oh, you fucking bugging. You know what I'm saying? But it's 2 different routes to the same shit.
But you need that to create harmony. You need a yin and a yang.
You do.
You know what I mean? And it just sucks that in that instance that there was nobody in the middle to be like, all right, look him up. Well, I mean, that we know of.
But I think
the drive, like, being solid, it was too many outside forces dividing them instead of letting them do their thing equally, like what they wanted to do, but together. And I think they didn't realize it until they got older, until they got close to, their demise, when they was realizing, like, because we know, like, Martin was like leaning a little bit more toward Malcolm's side before he got assassinated or murdered. So
I think that's one of them things that's tough, because when it comes to that situation, what, just me and my mind, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like, and one of the dope things that I admire about Malcolm X is that he had the heart to go on a live public forum and tell people I was wrong.
Yeah.
I think that's the dopest thing he did. I was wrong. I went about this wrong. Now he did it at a stage and where shit, the most powerful motherfuckers in the world, now I'm against them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. I'm out here on my own. Now it's like you kind of gotta go to the people that you publicly talk bad on.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I think Martin forgave him.
Mm-hmm.
But I deep down felt like Martin didn't want to fuck with him. He didn't want to fuck with him because it's like, bro, you ain't have to do that. And that's just me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just like, me and you could have.
Yeah.
But you.
I don't know if they had because you got to think too, they came from two totally different worlds. So like, I feel like Martin may have been like that, but just like how like these rap beefs happen, all that shit really could have taken is like some communication, like putting them in the same room. Especially when Malcolm was coming to the realization of like what the nation was doing to him, and how they really was like feeling.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they would have gotten into a space where they could have just had some kind of camaraderie, that they could have like figured that. But shit out.
That's the thing about, that's the thing about friendship and solidarity, a brotherhood. Friendship is not necessary. Mm-mm. It's really not. And that's a tough thing for people to accept. Friendship is not necessary. What's necessary is brotherhood.
What's the difference?
Good question. So
this is great because I see on Twitter all the time where women always talk shit about men and their friendships.
Yeah, and
men we don't have if you've had a friend as a man for more than 10 years, we're past, like we're not friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's my brother.
Yeah,
this is the difference. All right. I feel like in a friendship, it's a lot of emotions involved. I feel like in solidarity, in brotherhood or sisterhood, camaraderie, there's an understanding.
Yeah.
I give an example. Let's say we got different factions, right? Y'all over here, right? Let's say we all black. This group over here, let's say they in the holistic group. They do things concerning health, wellness, whatever, all right? Say AD got a group. They into the arts, entertainment, this, that, and the third. Let's say me and you got a group. We into finances. All right. We all do different things, but we all have the same goal, and that's to help our people. Now, we don't move as a unit. We're not all in the same tribe, but we're all headed in the same direction. They're friends. His group is friends. Our group may be friends. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time for the finances to get with the arts, okay, we have a common goal. We got this thing. You know what I'm saying? We can set aside differences, put that bullshit aside. We can agree to disagree, but let's agree that we're trying to help our people.
One of the first things that jumped out to me was I was thinking like in friendships, it's really, really big. And I feel like important to actually get along. In a brotherhood or sisterhood, we don't always necessarily have to get along.
Hell no.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
not
It's
realistic.
not at all.
I was just about to say,
that's
like,
not realistic.
You can't. as for like men, once you get to a point, once you have a either a fist fight or a screaming match or something, and y'all laugh 5 minutes later, you are past friendship because now you know that no matter what we go through, barring some crazy disrespect, that we are still here for this common goal, which is and in that case would be like a fellowship.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I got brothers I went to high school with that, you know, we've damn near fist fought in parking lots and cussed each other out and so on and so forth. But if we were to fight right then and there, right, amongst each other, and I walked away and he walked away and he called me and was like, hey, bro, these niggas trying to jump me.
I'm for you.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can do this to him.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Nobody else can.
Because you ain't been through what we've been through. That's what that is.
And even like I was saying about the different factions, it's like when it's time for us to come together in solidarity, cool. But for that moment, we're going to come together. After this is done, we're going back our separate way. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like as long we got to get into the space of brotherhood, sisterhood, solidarity. We're not going to always see eye to eye. Just because I disagree with you, that don't mean I don't fuck with you or I don't like you or you got to disrespect me or my views or take a personal dig, all because you can't stand on what it is that you believe in a intellectual way. Well, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, get personal or nothing like that. It's just difficult when that shit play out publicly.
Yeah, it's
because that's when pride get involved.
Yeah,
like I don't even know if I can. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's kind of tough. I'm trust me. I know.
I mean, it's like that's family. You know, we watch the shit, or you might have been into some shit where you don't get along with your sibling, but the family reunion there and Big Mama just like, hey, can you know what I mean? Like pull it together for me, and y'all. You know, do what you got to do to appease her.
And we all in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? You baked beans, potato salad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't bump into me, nigga. I'm like, all right.
But we
pass me the brown sugar, nigga.
Yeah, we in big. You know, we at the dinner table. Once we break bread and watch a game, fall asleep, we leave the house.
Solidarity.
Yeah, but you can always call me if you need me. I might have a scowl on my face when I come pick you up, but.
It's the difference between a burnt bridge and a bridge that you just don't cross. That bridge is not burnt. I might not just cross it because I got an alternate route. But it's good to know that
worst come to worst.
Fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's like solidarity. That's important. You know what I'm saying? Solidarity. It's the difference. Yeah. So my question is this. To everybody, like I said, man, when it comes to leveling up or reaching our next level of working towards our goal, you know, I hear this saying, like, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go, right?
Everybody can't go.
What Nip said, circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Do you feel like that's something that you determine or you just let nature take its course?
I can say from my experience, I feel like it's something that the journey shows you over time. I know for me and personal experiences, I damn near wanted to Noah's Ark the shit. You know what I mean? Everybody come, you know, but along the journey, people started showing their true colors. Things come out, and then the circle just naturally gets smaller.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I look at that shit strictly like business. You know what I mean? If I'm elevating in this way, and you can't provide no type of asset, no type of value to that, obviously you can't go. I mean, you ain't no disrespect. You still my nigga.
But in this
space, this realm,
thing, no.
You can't go. I mean, even emotionally, right? You going to therapy.
Yeah.
Right? You know, you're gonna come to this point where you just realize like your train of thinking is different. And then you're gonna realize you're gonna start bumping heads with people you never bumped heads with, and it's strictly because you evolving. Listen,
I had this thought last week. It's called a rude awakening for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for a reason.
Yeah, I have, and then that's when you start to place people in certain categories. You know what I mean? These, when I go back home, these are friends I want to see. When it's time to make money, this the friend I need to see. Or the brother, you know what I mean?
And it's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
Right. I think it ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think people don't realize there's nothing wrong with that. Like I didn't at first. You know what I mean? One of my best friends I had since I was coming up, my guy, like, yo, when I make it, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. But as I started to pursue my dream, he wasn't seeing the vision. So I just had to realize, as much as it hurt, like, all right, I can't keep you in this capacity.
Right.
But I can place you in this one.
Yeah. It's like, you know, if you know why would you put your center at point? Mm-hmm. You know he can't dribble.
And we try to force it sometimes.
Trying to force it.
Because we see LeBron James. And
honor them.
Kevin
honor
Hart.
this for what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing too. And I'm getting better at that. You know, looking at things, situations, at people for what they are. It's not negative. It's not positive. It's not good. It's not. I try my best to remove that because we get so caught up in the what's good, what's bad, what's negative, and what's it. No, it is what it is, and it's nothing wrong with what is that? That is a laptop. Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to compute shit.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's a laptop. I'm not gonna mount that on the wall.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna. No, you know what I'm saying? It's a laptop, and it's good the way it is. You see what I'm saying? That's it. Don't use it for no more, no less than what it is. So, Jam, what you do? Do you cut people off, or do you just let nature take its course? That's the second time you done referred to self. I like it. Go ahead.
Just like what Ardell said, if we got two different visions and you don't go with my vision, I can't take that personal. You just don't see it my way.
Right.
You just don't see it my way. So I can't be mad at you because you ain't with game no more. I just gotta let you be, because then you're gonna see that we're on two different levels yourself. You're gonna see going up while you still staying stagnant.
Or you're content with staying. Yeah, but which some people, like I said, some people just like eating fish.
You know, I was about to say, and I know everybody in this room can attest, I had to realize over time that sometimes your work ethic is just way greater than we may have even imagined. You know what I mean? When you look at, I'm not even gonna say look at those people, but when you run into those people that's like, oh damn, like, okay, you just want the fish, like you like pretty content where you at, you realize. I used to get kind of frustrated when I would work in teams because I felt like, yo, everybody should be able to do as much as I can do, which that's not even realistic. You know what I mean? Almost also narcissistic to think in a way, because everybody got their own specialties and their own talents, but it would really frustrate the shit out of me.
I feel like I suck in group. It'd be making me feel
I'm too quick to take lead.
And I want everybody else to go hard with me, but I can't
But see, this what people don't realize. Like, what's not to say this person don't go hard in this one thing?
Yeah. And that's that thing.
So I learned this. Obviously, I play point guard, right? So you need to find, maybe the person in the group ain't gonna go hard overall like you gonna go, but maybe that's because you are a natural leader, and this person is great at writing. Right. So you write whatever we need written. We gonna come. That's the people that need to fish. When I go off and do whatever I got to do, I keep them in mind, because if I can give them a fish and they can provide what I need, here's a fish.
I had a very successful entrepreneur tell me, like, yo, I invest in people. Mm-hmm. And when I took on that mindset as being a leader, I realized, like, it's better if we can all be the star player within what we do. Mm-hmm. Right. You know,
that's what a role player is.
Literally. But that also takes I feel like a balanced mindset of, like, okay, this is team ball. Because sometimes I've been running to a space where I'm seeing a lot of people say, like, yo, if I only had a team, I could do this, and this. And I'm like, damn, everybody feels like they're the star player that needs a team built around them. But where are the role players and the team players?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like also too, sometimes a lot of stuff like that, sometimes a lot of that shit works itself out. You know what I mean? Like I heard, I can't remember the dude's name. I want to say it was Wayne, but he part of Kevin Hart's crew. and all of them was comedians, right? And then like at the same time when they used to hang out together and do the circuit or whatever, and he said Kevin is the one that took off, and he said we all looked at each other and said, hey, this motherfucker's the meal ticket.
See, this the thing. Hold on. Now, with that being said, because I was already thinking this in my mind, a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. Like, how dumb would it be if Jermaine and Tito and Randy and all of them didn't recognize Michael for being fucking Michael?
Yeah.
And when Michael went off and did his thing, they hated on Michael. You know damn well Michael finna come back, but he gotta go do this thing. Or what if you know them girls got mad at Beyonce? Mm-hmm. You knew going into this shit
who Beyonce was.
Yeah. You knew what this thing was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's like I think it's just once again that friendly fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be messing up your blessing. Because perfect example. I was telling somebody, I ain't gonna say their name, but they getting ready to do so. I say, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanna work with you. Shit, I'll work for you because I don't mind being the two. I want to help because I believe in what it is that you doing. Yep. And I can see how I can help just to alleviate what it is that you know what I'm saying? Even in my own little thing. Yeah. I know what it is that I put myself through trying to do everything, all because one, I don't do well with trusting. Mm-hmm. Two, which leads to lack of delegation. Mm-hmm. I know how that shit feels. Yeah. And like I said, I own it. I put myself through that. So to be, you know what I'm saying, up under somebody to try to learn, like, damn, like, how do you do it? Like, I'm willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can't acknowledge that. Yeah. Everybody can't recognize that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like, this person is
this motherfucker got it.
We know Murphy Lee rap better than Nelly. You see what I'm saying?
But Nelly was the better artist.
But Nelly was the most marketable one. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he gotta go get this. All right, man. So, you know, Keyone. So, you know what I'm saying?
But rightfully so. They all looked at each other and was like, "We gonna push this Negro to the top and bring us with you."
But you know, it's this thing about being the one.
Yeah, everybody can't be Neo, man.
Yeah, it's this thing about being the one, and sometimes it don't always, you know, it don't call for that, but it just takes somebody to initiate it.
Yeah,
it take one match to light a whole. Yeah. That's all it takes is one match. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a thing of where, you know, it's like I say it all the time with rappers, right? It's this thing where a bunch of rappers don't want to claim that they the best rapper, but anybody who say that they the best, they got something to say about that rapper.
Facts.
And even you want to go down in history or be known as
the greatest. Yeah,
I wasn't the greatest, but you want to be known as that. You want to be known as the humble rapper, so you want to be known for something. So why don't you just fucking?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, why?
Yeah,
it'll be best. It'll be best if you just own it, put yourself out there, and let the people decide.
Yeah.
I also think being super, super humble is a way for some people to kind of safeguard their feelings, where it's like, okay, I ain't get the shine, or I ain't get the cred, or maybe I ain't play my hardest in that game this time, so it's cool.
Fuck
you know
that.
What I mean?
That's something I struggle with. When I don't get my credit,
like Kendrick say, bro, I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning.
Yeah, like I did that shit.
I did
because I know me. I can take the heat when some shit go wrong. So when the shit go right, I need all that. I
don't think it's nothing. I feel like, and that's so natural and that's so human. I was having this conversation this past weekend. I say, man, you know, we done been made to feel guilty about being human and feeling natural human emotions. Like, to the point where if something happens unfavorable to us, you know what I'm saying, and we feel anything other than happy, right? It's a million emotions out here that are meant to be felt. Everyone. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't feel happy, if I don't feel positive, you know what I'm saying? If I don't feel anything, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, I'm ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel good today. I don't feel. It's like, bruh, that is natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's meant, that feeling is meant to be felt. Now, if you can sit yourself, if you can feel it, release it, and sit it in front of you and call it what it is.
See what it is.
Call it exactly what it is. Like, you got to stop generalizing everything as happy and sad. Or ain't. No, call that
It's
shit
in the
confusion.
moment. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or call that shit resentment.
Yeah.
Call that shit jealousy. Call that shit shame. Call it exactly what it is. And it's like, all right, well, what the fuck do I do about it?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You got to
what
put
do
it
I
out
do
in front of
about
you and like look at it.
Yeah.
You know, but that takes self-awareness. You know what I mean?
People be scared. People do not want to go. And you ain't like you got to admit it to the world. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But if you can't even admit that shit to yourself, it's a problem.
Some people can admit it to the world before they admit it to themselves.
That's confusing.
Some people really do. Like, you'll see people. I'll see people, like, for instance, be on Twitter and tweet some shit. And then somebody will be like, you should have, or somebody will make them realize like they projecting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when I see dudes get on there, like a woman will make a tweet about something. It's like, oh, only because you feel like this and you ain't grow with no dad and all this shit. And you probably heard every man you've been around, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody under that tweet be like, damn, bro, that sounds a little too specific. You see what I'm saying? But you ain't looked in the mirror and said like, oh shit, I'm fucking hurt from. But you put that shit on somebody else.
And it's like, gotta, you know, taking off the armor, man.
Yeah.
Taking off the armor and just, you know,
feeling
like,
what you feel.
Feel what you feel. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong. Especially it's something interesting. Oh, are we getting off topic?
Whatever topic we on, I like it.
I was about to say, I like it.
We like where it's going. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, you know,
we on the right
I ain't even
highway.
get to dig. So, how do you backtrack? This is getting good though. So, do you let nature take its course when you feel like, all right, when you focus on something, or this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm trying to, and this person make, you know, these types of moves that make me feel a certain way or whatever, do you do the cutoff, or do you just let nature take its course and people just fall off, or whatever the situation calls for? Yeah.
Say you come to somebody like, oh, I want to do this event, but they don't give you like that response you want. It's like, I know I can't come about shit or something. So if I come to Dawn like, oh, bro, I make beats type shit, she'd be like, oh, da 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 da. I know now,
Yeah.
I can't talk to her about that.
Yeah.
Because she ain't really interested, so it's like, I gotta pick and choose what to talk about. If you ain't gonna see the vision early on, what's the point of wasting time?
Right. Man, this the crazy thing about it that I was saying off air. Not only have I had to like make decisions of no matter what it is I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Career wise, these days I'm more so on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And I done had to make decisions for myself. I done had to make decisions for other people too. I don't think it's best for you. I don't think it's best for you that I fuck with you because I'm on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I see what you trying to do and where you trying to go. I could, you know. Also, too, I've had people have had to make them decisions about me. I can't fuck with you, John. Like, you know, not necessarily that. Some people done told me that out their mouth. I appreciate that. You know what?
Yeah.
But some people I just had to. Once again, sometimes it's like going with the flow of shit, and it's a real big thing about going with the flow. You don't want to go at the flow? All right, go against it and watch what happens.
Shit, where you at? You ever try to swim against the current?
All right. You know what? I didn't understand the real meaning of going with the flow until about 5 or 6 months ago.
Really?
The real, real me. Because dead fish go with the flow. Mm-hmm. Dead fish go, no, I am the flow. Be the flow. All right. Now it's like, go against it. Try to manipulate it if you want, which once again, I refer to my hair. Like, my hair is on my head.
Yeah.
I don't even fucking control my hair. And that's on my head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I want to my hair. That's mine. But it's like it's teaching me something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm still trying to, it's still certain instances where I feel like I have to control. But every time I want to control that shit, it backfire on.
I used to, growing up in the country, me and my grandma, I used to get so pissed when it rained. Mind you, I love the rain, but that mean I couldn't go outside, right? And she used to be, I don't know why you get mad. That ain't something you can control.
Right.
So, like, I'm talking about, I'm like 12, 13. So every time I get mad, she'd be like, well, she'd be like, why you upset? Because it's raining and I can't go outside and blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, did you check the weather today? And I'd be like, no, well, you expected what you expected. But if you would have checked the weather, you wouldn't even you wouldn't even gotten to the mood to go outside, because what you can control is what you can control. And ever since then, that shit's always stuck with me. So I keep attributing a lot of shit to I learned playing sports too. Like, you got to get into the flow of the game. You know what I mean? You
let the game come to you.
Let the game come to you. Yeah. And if you force it, that's how you end up going 0 for 18.
It's tough. It's a tough thing. It's not as easy as it sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Because we have this, because we want to, everybody want to feel like some sense of control.
Yeah.
It brings about certainty.
Yeah.
We don't like unknown shit. We don't like not
mystery.
You know
is
what
scary.
I'm saying? It really
mystery is scary.
We don't like not knowing shit. So we want a sense of control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like in them things, it's just like we gotta take our hands off of it.
I know it bugs me too, because we hear the Diddies of the world like, you gotta force this. You gotta go for what you want. Listen, motherfucker. All right, you went for whatever you wanted. You tried to force the job at Uptown. That didn't work out. Andre Harrell got rid of you. Rest in peace. Right? Then you went with the flow of what your passion was, and then that ran you into Biggie. You wasn't searching for Biggie.
Yeah.
Like,
motherfucker brought him to you.
Yeah. A DJ brought him to you, and then you followed the flow of what was going on, and then you followed the flow. You followed the trend. Like, so. Even in chasing success, like, you got to just go with the flow. Like, and like I said, I'm one, like, I try not to worry about what I can't control at all. So when I go broke, cool. Only thing I can control is what I put out, and whatever something I put out, eventually money will come back in. Right? You can't control who you fall in love with. Right? I tried too,
all the time,
and I ended up in an interracial relationship.
I don't want to like you,
right? I can't, like, you can't control. I couldn't control that,
bitch.
But I would say this, like,
damn.
I let go and just went with the flow, and you know what I'm saying. Now we happy as can be. So, like, I went bald. People was like, damn, everything with me is embraced. Did you feel the way when you went bald? Shit I could do about it. So
you don't go with the flow. I'm not finna try to hold on, and clearly my edge is back here.
No.
So what this shit is showing me,
so what I'm going to do is go to YouTube and figure out how to make the shit I can't control the flyest shit ever, and I'm gonna just rock the ball
with
in
it, man. Gotta work with it, man.
So you can't go against that current. And then I had somebody, because I use the river and the current analogy a lot. And what happens when a waterfall comes? That's what happens. Why do you think they call it fall in love? Why do you think they call it fall into your passion? You gotta you fall. That's what Kanye did.
Yeah.
You say what you want about Kanye, but you can't say he not passionate about what he do, and that's what make a genius. Yeah. Geniuses are like, they have just some level of passion we can't. Even if you're a finance guru, You know what I mean? You see numbers a different way. That's a passion of yours. You know what I mean? Like people fall in that shit and they just become great at it. And then once you call yourself great, then shit, now it's on you to prove it. You know, like you were saying earlier, like you put whatever you put out the I am,
it's on you.
That's right. It's on you, man. Yeah. You gotta own that. So leading into doing, you know, I said, you know, solid, switching up, and my personal favorite, sucker, being sucker free. Now, so we live in a world where attention is currency.
Yep.
That shit is addictive.
Right? I don't know. I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. I think I just kind of base it on what type of attention you want. How you go about getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, lately, you know, and even with this, even with the podcast, man, like I ain't gonna lie, I was skeptical about it. I was skeptical about it because I never considered myself, like, oddly enough, a big talker. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know somebody, like, now you looking at me, you know what I'm saying? And I do well in small groups, but when shit ain't like, cause you know, if ain't nobody, I can say some shit. You know what I can say some shit, but if I know it's finna stay in here and it ain't getting shots, it's just on, you know.
Yeah,
I heard it. That's hearsay, you know. If I don't give it life, it's dead. So yeah, if I don't give it no type of, but now it's like I gotta watching. You know, you can play the shit back.
Right, run the tape.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you know what I do with my voice, or what I do. You know what I'm saying? With the eyes that's on me. All right, now you watching me. What do I do at this moment? How do I want to project myself? And I feel like, you know, when we coming up and we starting, like, damn near all attention is good attention. All opportunities are good opportunities. All money is good money. But then it's like, at what expense? You know what I'm saying? At the cost of what? And you said earlier, you know, when we was off screen about something that you got from Ross, like when you talk about your brand, your personal
Standing
brand,
on the brand, right?
Protecting your brand and not being
so horny for opportunities or money.
Horny. But not being horny for opportunities. I like how you put that. Not being so horny for opportunities. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I just, you know, I don't like the way people move.
So funny.
I don't because they expect me to. It's a good opportunity or it's money. And one thing I'm not is a tree hugger. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against nobody getting no money.
Right.
These days, though, I'm not even gonna lie. It's bad enough. I feel like it's bad enough I gotta go and do some shit for 9 hours a day. That, you know what I'm saying? Some days, like, I be like, man,
fuck
I got a fucking sick day. You know what I'm saying? I can just, you know, I'll be damned if I get off from work when I'm doing what it is I feel like I do, and I just want to, like, I gotta, or somebody trying to make me, because it's good for business. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's good. Like, fuck that little money. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Once upon a time, I did.
You know, Master P also said, when you start making business moves for your brand with thinking about the money first, then you already losing. you already lost. You know what I'm saying? And I know me personally, I had to realize this over time, because when I first started DJing, it was just like, I DJ, so wherever you want me, that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? And then after a while, I just had to realize, like, I would physically feel sick before I would do certain events, or I would just flat out hate some events. And I realized, like, I was just moving out of money because the money was right. So I'm like, I'm there. But I had to be real about my personal journey and be like, yo, if my heart ain't in it, I'm not in it. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's just my way of life. I know some people, I've met other DJs that have been really, really dope to me, giving me a lot of good advice, and they just like on the dollar, like, fuck that, I'm over here, I'm over there, I'm over here, and I'm just like, that's dope for you, and I see what you've gotten from that, but I just know my path a little different because some worried about me different. If my heart ain't there.
Let me ask you something with that, and I know how you feel about DJing, and it's just something, you know, that I just had to, like, even with what I do, I done have moments where I done did some shit, what I do well, I feel like, and went through the motions while doing it.
Yes.
Doing it, not just right now, I'm not very enthused. You know what I'm saying? And it's light. I feel like it's natural, even though I feel like, you know, like, you ever came up here like you feel like you do this, well, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not very enthused
today.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not very enthused about this shit.
I'm about to say, I know some times.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, I'm just keeping it real, like the young folks say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not very enthused.
No cap.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not very enthused.
I've been there, man.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Showed up, spin the records.
Yeah.
Collected the check.
You know, because I know, I feel like when it comes to, you know, curations and things like that, I really wholeheartedly, my thing, you know, that I have to tell myself, one, see it through. I started, I gotta finish it. I put it on my plate, I gotta eat all of it. I shouldn't have put it on my plate, but it's on my plate. I gotta eat it.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I got to see it through. Two, I feel like I try to, at my best, at my highest self, because I'm going to say at my highest self because I've been at my lowest self too. At my highest self, I tell myself, or I try to remind myself, it's for the people. So it's like when you try to find the service in what you do, it's like you are at the mercy of the people. You work for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't having, because a lot of people ain't even noticed. Some people did. I didn't do Art and Soul last month.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't give a fuck about Art and Soul. I really didn't. I tried to. I really tried to. But I caught myself in a whatever the fuck it was. And I had to be like, just come back and try this shit again. And I haven't done that too many times. And some people ain't understand that because of how it may look to people. You know what I'm saying? Money, you know what I mean? And I had to kind of explain and like, man, I don't, at this point, you know, I don't think that as far as how I look to people, I don't think that's a problem at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, but I can't give it. I really couldn't give it my best self. I couldn't pour everything that I could pour. I wanted some of that shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I want to ask you is, how do you work through them motions of, no matter what it is that you get? It could be monetary, it could be emotional, it could be fit or whatever. It's just like, God damn, I would have made this commitment. You know what I'm saying? I told this, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck it is that's affecting you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you, when you don't have the motivation or the enthusiasm, what reminds you of like, got to see it through? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would be real. So I had the DJ in Ybor last Saturday, right? Crazy example. And
Ybor is wild.
Ybor is wild. And before I even get there, I'm just absolutely selling out. I'm like, yo, I don't feel like doing this. Damn, I shouldn't have said yeah to this. I'm tired. I got to deal with this traffic, and there's going to be drunk people at a bar. But I personally feed off the energy of the people every single time. I've literally played some songs probably over 1,000 times and still dance to it like it's the first time. So in that instance, like, and especially these days, I've been practicing more gratitude. Not turning it into like toxic positivity to where I'm telling myself like, oh,
toxic
you know what
positivity.
I mean? Like, don't feel like that. You should be grateful. Not like that. Because I'm also really big on.
That's the thing, man.
Bro, it is. But I'm also really big on no longer being a superwoman and being real. Like, what the fuck? Why did I say yeah to that? You feel me? So I can really be a word is bond type person. So I bring all that around to say Saturday, I ended up rocking out, having a good time, feeding off the energy of the people. And in that instance, I was like really happy that I did it. And other times where I know I've signed up for some shit where I should have not. Like I just had a conversation with my cousin, like, yo, cuz I'm tired, and I'm only tired because I keep saying yeah. You know what I'm saying? So after I complete these few obligations, I will never sign up for that shit again. And I've been solid on that theory at least for the past 3 years. Like, okay, word is bond. For whatever reason, I was wrapped up in the moment. I told you I'd do it. I'm gonna do it. After that, it's a dud. Yeah. Because I know that wasn't for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I am. Word is bond. You know what I mean?
You know what? It was about 2-3 years ago. Nigga told me I had a Jesus complex. And I ain't know, you know, I'm like, yeah. He told me I had a Jesus, like you be trying to save everybody. And I had to think, I had to sit on that shit. Like, do I need to stop thinking what would Jesus Do I need to stop trying to be Jesus and just be Peter? You know what I'm saying? It's cool, just like damn. Then it made me think about all the motherfuckers I tried to save. I did say like I should have let that nigga drown. I should have let that shit just. For real, like dude told me that. Dude told you like, you feel like you gotta save everybody. Damn, it fucked with me. It fucked with me for a while. Like, I had to sit, like I really had to sit on that because it's like I get told I be trying to find my median. I don't feel like I have a median. Like I feel like I'm either on or I'm off. It's no standby with me. So when I'm direct, it can come off as harsh. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta watch my tone because it's always, it ain't what you said, just how you said it. Yeah. All right. Well, was I lying? Call me out on my lie. Yeah. So now it's like I want to be, therapists say you don't always have to. You can give it some time. You can respond, but you don't have to respond immediately. That's a reaction.
You know something I learned in doing sales and marketing? What's important ain't always urgent.
Say that again.
What's important ain't always urgent.
Damn.
So.
You just fucked me up. Hold up.
Take your time. So like I had to learn that shit because you'll be doing one task, and entrepreneurs, they'll tell you they task their days out, right? And as a DJ, I do the same thing, right? So like Monday is my let's say Monday I'm collecting big crate digging all day. What our version of crate digging would be adding songs to my collection. Maybe I got off from the weekend, or because I take notes of requests that I don't have. Or like something I may hear, like, okay, I'm gonna jot that down. So let's say I'm doing that Monday. Let's say I dedicate 12 to noon to 1 to do that on Monday. And then somebody calls me for an invoice during that time. I'll get to them after I finish my hour, because this is as just important to me as that invoice. And I feel like a lot of that is moving off of your brand and not just for the money. because if I stop, let's say I get into that invoice and I don't get back to the music. So now the next time I DJ, that event might not be for another 2 months, but I got to DJ again this weekend, and these requests might be asked again, and I don't got them now because the rest of my days are planned out. So I always took that. I learned that in my very first sales job, and I just took that like to wherever I go.
I'm still trying to find my place with that, especially when it comes to people, disagreements, issues. Like I'm talking about like people I really fuck with or care about, because there's some people I don't give a fuck where this shit land. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm dead ass. But you know, it's some people, because I had something fucked up, you know, happen to me as far as like an issue with me and somebody where I didn't talk to them for 3 months and then they committed suicide. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that happened to me a long time ago. So it's like I'm big on let's get this shit out the way now. Yeah. But it's not, it's I think when I come off like that, it's like I'm trying to you know, muscle some shit or bully some shit or fuck. It's no, because I really, really care about this shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through. Get to understanding.
I don't want to. Yeah. Right. Motherfucker, man, this shit is dead. Let's just get back to this. And I'll be like, man, listen, if we gotta wait to talk about this shit, I don't want to talk about this shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Also too,
you know what I mean? And now it's like, am I trying, like, God damn.
I was like that a lot.
Fuck this.
I used to be like that, like a lot. Like, no, I'm not the person to be like, well, we could talk later.
No, man.
But you got to realize too, like, because I've made the mistake of forcing that conversation, and then the person not being in the space to receive it, to even get past it. So, for instance, like, if I'm working, right, I can stop. If it's something like that, I can stop, hop on the phone with you, because 9 times out of 10, the situation don't be bigger than the conversation.
Right.
But not everybody can do that at work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I don't want to text it to you.
Right.
So people will be like, just text it.
Worst.
And I'm like, no, like,
that's the worst.
So in that case, let me know when you get a moment. And then what I do is I write my thoughts down. Because you know what happens is you wait and you say something, you get into it, and then you get like, after the argument, you're like, fuck, I should have said this. And it'd be like 3 a.m. So I write all my thoughts that I'm feeling right there. Like I'll write them, text them right in my phone, and I'll just leave it. And then that helps me, like, okay, I know when they call me, I can revert back. So even though I'm not mad or upset anymore at the issue, I still have my thoughts to when I was. So I can articulate what I was saying or what, you know, on the phone via my thoughts that I wrote down. Because like I said, like I used to get into this with my child's mother a lot, because I'm huge on communication.
Right.
And something she has to learn, or she's learning, I'll say that. Something she's learning. For me, I don't like to do the argument through text.
That's the worst.
Because you can't tell my tone. So, and then she's Dominican. So, you know, they walk around with attitude anyways. So I don't be wanting to deal with that shit, right? Because I know, especially for a lot of women, right? A lot of women, once their emotional like level gets here, it's nothing you can say to them. So you gotta wait till they calm down, or you scream at them to calm them down. Like you got to get like boisterous, like yo, chill, I'm trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? But she can't. You know what I mean? So
that's all. I really just want to talk.
Because as a man, we know, like, all right, a lot of times this shit don't be as big as you making it seem, but we'll fuck around and say that, and then that'll blow it up too. So I used to always be like, yo, it's not that big of a deal. Let's just talk about it. And she'll be like, what you mean it's not a big deal? But I had to realize, okay, I'm gonna write my thoughts down. You calm down, and then once I can get in front of you or on the phone with you or FaceTime or whatever, then you can hear my tone and understand that in a text it could come off this way, but how I'm gonna say it to you is a totally different way. And a lot of times, a lot of tears have been, you know how you do that, women do that crying shit, but then you go to talk to them and they start laughing and wiping their tears and shit. A lot of that shit happens because I'm like, see, if you would have just had the phone conversation, I would have just told you this.
Yeah.
And this would have been all right. But I feel you, Deshaun.
Niggas do that too. I just want to say.
They do, but I don't. But I don't date niggas. That's what I'm saying. No disrespect to anybody who do.
No, listen.
I date women.
I was just. Oh my bad.
No, I can get passionate about shit that I feel strong.
I was just about to say, bro.
And so it's like, I get passionate. So it's like, it's this thing where niggas gotta be calm. Niggas gotta be Sometimes I be like, fuck that calm shit.
Yeah.
If you just don't take this shit personal, if you do not take this shit personal, I promise you gonna understand. Just let me.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah. If you don't take this shit personal,
taking everything,
and if you don't take these curse words and like my influx, because I'm passionate. I even notice like to make me chill out in certain spaces, I wear certain clothes because I know I'm not finna fuck this outfit up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like I wear certain clothes. Like, I'm not finna look at me.
Yeah. So this gonna keep me mellow.
Yeah, this gonna keep me. You know what I'm saying? But if I got on some shit like this right here,
I'm alright to these.
Yeah, like, man, check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, homeboy.
Man, check this out.
Yeah.
But even not just that. Like I'm a, you know, I think that's the thing that until you get around me,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I don't let a lot of people around me. Like I'm passionate about certain things that a lot of people wouldn't expect. Like I'm passionate about that. And even my therapist, as she say, Jai, do you think you have a anger issue or a communication issue? I said, I think I have a communication issue where when I'm not understood, it makes me angry.
Yeah, it's a
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a chain of events, cause and effect.
It makes me angry,
yeah.
and it's not the fact that I don't know how to talk. Maybe it's my approach.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's like some people we are expressive, but it's like how you come off. You know what I'm saying? Or the word choice. Some people feel like, you know, some people can blow, but it's like if I don't feel like suppression don't bring me peace.
Yeah, that shit is.
Or just you know, I don't feel like arguing, but you know, I'd rather you just be forward, instead of being passive aggressive later on down the line because you're really brewing. Cause I'm gonna pick up on it, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna call it for what it is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be forward about it. I don't do sarcasm.
And then you're gonna be upset that I called it out.
I don't do sarcasm. I hate that I can't
the
do
passive aggressive.
But it feel like passive aggressiveness and sarcasm is the long game for some people. And I can't play that shit.
Corporate America definitely with me.
I hate corporate America.
When you get them per my last email shits and all of that.
Per my last email.
The office will show you like them motherfuckers be playing and I can't play that game.
But because I'm like that, I also keep minimum like I said, like I got certain friends we're not gonna have certain conversations with, because I know you can't handle me saying like the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, fuck wrong with you type of shit. You know, but my lady can handle that shit. That's why we in a relationship. That's one of the big reasons, because it's not so much like, I'm not out here calling her all kind of bitches and out her name. Right. But if we get into a discussion and I get passionate about it, she's not thrown off by my tone. You know what I mean? She's listening to what I'm saying. Like, she's bugging out and I'm getting on her about bugging out. That's different. That's like a driving force with not only like intimacy, but like a person like in my life, even doing business. You know what I mean? Like if we trying to get some shit done, like I've been to war, bro. It's like ain't no time for no. You know what I'm saying? There's no time for no real
pussyfoot and intimidating shit.
Get the fuck out the way before we die.
Bitch,
you know what I'm saying? Like let's get like in business. Like if I'm like business, I don't like complaining. That shit's like if we all trying to get money and we got some shit to do, fuck, it's gonna be hard. So what? What the fuck you complaining about? Right. I need to be able to say that to you, because that's how I like to be. That's how I like to be coached. That's how I like to be. You know what I mean? Talk to. If I'm fucking up, don't come to me and be like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, because I'm gonna think like it's not that big of a deal.
You trying to nurture me and baby me and shit.
Like
that
tell
ain't
me like
gonna work for me. I'd rather you just
Now, even
stab me in the front.
even if in that moment, I'm like, well, damn, like you ain't have to say it like that. I'm gonna respond like, all right, you think that was fucked up? You think I fucked up? Then now watch me when I do this shit right. You know what I'm saying? Like because you can piss me off into doing well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I'm that kind of player. Like if I
was about to say, especially if you just naturally competitive.
To answer you, like there's been time when you don't want to come to practice, don't want to play in the game. Like it's like, do we really got to play these motherfuckers? Like we gonna, like. And then I have an assistant coach like getting your ass like, oh, you think you just like hot shit, huh? Like, and then that's light the fire into your ass. So like the passion, like if you can't sense passion, I can't be around you. If you ain't passionate about shit, I can't be around you.
That right.
Everybody like.
Or I don't like when people mistake passion for you being mad or angry.
Yeah.
What I do is
Yeah.
see it as passion because this ain't your passion.
And I can't express myself. Yeah, and it.
Take it the wrong
And
Yeah.
now you done pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
You done now I'm really
Don't
like,
let it be about them then.
But also too, I realize you're not even self-aware to know that, like, if you passionate about something, you gonna talk like this too. So now we having now I'm not even gonna argue. I'm not even gonna further the conversation with you because you don't know this thing. You get passionate about shit.
For real.
And if we both passionate about shit, then and you don't take offense to it, then we cool.
all right, yeah.
Then we can even if we gotta agree to disagree, let's go eat some chicken wings. Laugh about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like working with people like that. I like because them the motherfuckers you can be in the trenches with.
No, for real.
And the trenches is gonna happen no matter what.
And also too, like, even though like I ain't gonna lie, I done had some shit said to me that might like hurt my feelings at the moment. But I'm one of them people like, if you want my ultimate respect,
shoot it to me.
Oppose
straight.
me.
Yeah.
Challenge me. You know what I'm saying? Just, I'd rather you don't get too slick now. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't get too cause I'd rather just shoot it to me straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too colorful now.
Cute.
Don't get too cute. But yeah, don't get too cute. Yeah. Don't just tell me straight the fuck up. No,
right.
and that's it. You know what I mean? But yeah, sarcasm, I don't speak sarcasm well. I don't take it well. Cause I'm gonna pick up on it and I'm not finna cause then if it's like if I try to play it cool, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go home. Hey, you was in there with such but I'm still trying to pick up on that. You know what I'm saying? And to communicate. How do we get on that? I think
it was the last S. It was a sucker.
Yeah.
Sucker free.
Yeah.
Suck. Yeah. That could go. That could go with it.
Yeah.
Too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't stand the tense energy. Like, yo, what's up with you? Did I do something wrong? If I ain't do nothing wrong, hey.
But you know what? Then again, I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't do. I stand firm on this. I'm not finna approach you about your problem with me. That's your problem. That's your problem. I can't make your problem. If you got a problem, that's your fucking. Now I'm gonna approach you about my problem with you.
Yeah.
If I feel like the juice is worth the squeeze.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
if I feel like the juice is worth the squeeze, or it's about something substantial or whatever, I go out on the limb. You know what I'm saying? And just be. And you might be like, oh, not you sure? All right. In my mind,
I had to learn how to be this way. I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to like speak from my heart.
But that's okay.
Not be passive aggressive and just be like, I'm finna be direct with the shit. But some people really like. I can say from just like childhood shit, you had your voice taken away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that's the majority of us whose parents was born in like 50s, 60s.
Yeah, staying in child's
and
place.
then us being born in like 80s, 90s. Like most of what we come from. Like you ain't got no voice.
Yeah,
no
right.
Opinion, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No, how you feel? Fuck how you. In so many words.
Yeah.
How you feel? Rights.
Yeah.
Privileges.
Like
we don't close no doors in this house. Talking about privacy.
Yeah. I got
to
like
change your clothes in
I would
front
say
of
like
me.
I got lucky because I had uncles who would be like put you on the spot. Like, the fuck you walk around all fucking like you pay fucking bills. Say what's up, that type of shit. Or like I had one uncle specifically who's like my adult father, like if I had to say so, and he would tell me like, you can tell me anything you want to tell me as long as you say it with conviction. If I don't feel like you got conviction, then we can't have a conversation.
Yeah. So
he'd be like, even if you want to sell drugs, which he came from that life, you got to be able to come to me and be like, this is what I want to do, and ain't shit you can do about it. Type of shit.
Hey, my cousin told me something like that because I used to always, only child. You don't want to do shit. Only child is just most boys. Like you want to make your mama proud. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like your mama approval, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it was certain things. It was certain things where really no lie, and I had to grow into it. And me and my mama used to kind of butt heads until she just got to the point like, all right. So it was certain things where I wanted to do certain shit, and I'd be like, Ma, how you feel if I do this or this and she, cause my mama, she gonna play it safe. She come from the era of preserve what you got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to risk this shit. And plus, my mom only child. You damn sure not gonna risk me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now I get it. But it was just some things that I should have just been like in so many, I wouldn't say in so many words, but the attitude, respectfully, like, fuck this shit, ma. Like Kendrick say, mama, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? And so I remember my cousin told me one time, she say, well, how about you just stop asking her and just do the shit and then tell her what you did? What can she say? The shit is already done. Nah. I used to be like,
yeah. I say that shit to you all the time. We'll just do it and ask for permission later.
I like, you know what, you right. So it's like hey, ma, what the, you know what I'm saying? Why you ain't come to me? Cause you was gonna say no, man. I felt like this was, but now it's like, but that taught me to like, you gotta man the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's just some shit. People just gonna have to fall in line. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to fall in line with this shit. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like now in some aspects of my mama's life, I'm my mama's man. Mm-hmm. I'm my mama's fucking superhero. So you know what I'm saying? Like, Monty, no, this is what the fuck we finna do. Or this is the decision I made because X, and it's already done.
Yeah, same thing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, my mom either, all right, Ja, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's the same thing with my grandmother.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's done. And you once again had this conversation with my youngest daughter's mom yesterday. We was watching the Genius shit. And was talking about entrepreneurship. She took a leap, big leap. You know what I'm saying? And her mom is a educator, school teacher. If I'm mistaken, she like a 7th grade principal. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, they come from that era of benefits. Work benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Benefit,
retirement. You see what I'm saying? They come from that. Yeah. They ain't gambling. You know what I'm saying? They ain't finna risk this. You know how hard it took for us to get this little bit of.
If this don't sound like my daughter's mother.
You think I'm finna gamble? Fuck no. So it's like she took that gamble. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, you know. So we watching the Kanye shit like, damn, like his mama put that, she an educator, but she put that confidence, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's a lot of times our parents be teaching us shit or telling us shit or whatever, and then we actually go out and interpret it in our own way. Like, wait a minute, I ain't think he was gonna do it like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tell you to take no type of risk, but it's like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I ain't no sucker, man.
Boy, that's just
I ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying?
But that's good though. It's best of both worlds. Cause my daughter's mother is the same exact way. By the book, traditional. Me, I'm taking risks because I see the life that we want to. Yeah. You know, but it provides a a level of well-roundedness.
It's a good balance.
Yeah, for our kids.
You know what I'm saying? It's a good balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause especially when it's a kid involved.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I got this from my mama. I got this from my daddy.
Yeah.
You know, and I am a firm believer of if you pay attention to anybody long enough, you're gonna learn two things. What to do
and what not
to do.
Yeah.
And you're gonna everybody, and it's like every generation, I feel like when it comes to kids, like they're gonna interpret it in their own way. Somebody told me, like, you know, if you want to see who you are, you pay attention to if you want to learn who you are, you pay attention to your parents. You want to see who you are, you pay attention to your kids.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
that's true, because she be doing some shit.
Yeah. I wonder where she get that from. You know what I'm saying?
3 years old, she be doing some shit, and I be wanting to be mad, but I'm like, nah,
that look familiar.
Yeah, so I'm gonna laugh this one off.
That look real.
Yeah, I'm gonna be mad as hell. I be laughing.
That look real familiar. I think that's it.
Oh shit, 12.
It's 12:01.
Oh damn.
I think that was a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
Nah, it really was.
I think that might be my best episode. I think I like that episode the best.
Oh yeah.
I like that conversation.
Good conversation.
I like that conversation, man. I'm gonna go back and watch this one. I like that shit. I like that shit, man. Hey, listen, I hope anybody that's watching, y'all still up. If you still up, hey, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 20 of the Midnight Oil. Myself, Mighty Jai, my sister, the Don, all the time with all the shine, Donnie Love. We're gonna be back next Wednesday, 9:30, same time. Episode 21. We might have a special guest, but we're gonna be right back here via Power Plug Radio. Thank y'all so much. We out.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio, home of your throwback jams.